Welcome to Shawn Thinking Out Loud, broadcasting from my secret hideout in beautiful Brazil. I'm your host, Shawn Armstrong, and we've got some exhilarating news to unpack that could reshape the future of international trade as we know it. So grab your coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the whirlwind of opportunity and excitement that is unfolding between the United States and major players like China and India. Just yesterday, we signed a significant deal with China, and rumors are swirling about potential agreements with India on the horizon. It's hard to believe how quickly things have changed. A few months ago, the chatter was all about tariffs and trade wars, but now we're seeing a real shift in the landscape. Remember when the headlines were filled with doom and gloom? Well, today we're on the brink of monumental progress, and I can't wait to share why this is so important for all of us. Let's break this down. Recently, the United States and China agreed on a framework that could lead to a new trade deal after restarting talks in Geneva last month. And what's even more exciting, the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are approaching record highs, while summer gas prices are hitting a 4-year low. This is great news for American workers and investors alike. Low inflation, strong job numbers, and tax cuts are just a few factors fueling this growth. Remember all that panic back in April? If you listened to the financial press and sold your stocks back then, you may have missed out on one of the greatest rallies we've seen in years. And speaking of rallies, let's talk about General Electric. They're investing $500 million to move production of washing machines from China back to Louisville, Kentucky. This decision is not just about tariffs, it's about creating a business-friendly environment in America. When companies like GE decide to bring jobs back home, it's a win-win scenario. Not only does it make sense economically, but it also aligns with national security interests. The point here is simple. Smart companies are adapting to new policies and making strategic decisions that will ultimately benefit them and us. Here's a fun fact. Did you know that the tariff system was originally designed to protect American industries? It seems ironic that now it's pushing companies back to American soil. It's like history is repeating itself, but in an unexpected way. And let's not forget the broader implications here. As tariffs rise on imports from places like China, businesses are faced with a choice. Pay those tariffs or invest in domestic production. For many, the decision is clear. Stay competitive by manufacturing closer to home. The economic engine of America is roaring back to life, and it's not just about profits. This growth means higher wages for workers, more job opportunities, and a revitalized manufacturing sector. In times of uncertainty, remember this. Panic is often the worst strategy. Those who remain focused and strategic are the ones who thrive. So, to wrap up this discussion, the recent agreements with China and potential deals with India signify a promising shift in international trade relations. We're witnessing the resurgence of American manufacturing with companies like GE leading the charge. This moment could very well mark a new chapter for the American economy. Before we wrap up, if you enjoyed today's episode or found it insightful, I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. And if you're interested in exploring more topics like politics, history, martial arts, or even firearms, yes, I've written on those too, check out my audiobooks and ebooks linked in the description below. Thank you for tuning in to Shawn Thinking Out Loud. Until next time, stay curious and keep thinking out loud.